Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Miami Heat Cleveland Cavaliers preview: who will win battle of shorthanded squads? The Miami Heat, 37-31, conclude their four-game road trip against the Cleveland Cavaliers, 43-25, on Wednesday night. Both teams are heavily affected by injuries. Duncan Robinson, back, Tyler Herro, foot, and Kevin Love, foot, are all out for Miami, while Jimmy Butler, foot, and Nikola Jovic, hamstring, are questionable to play. Injuries have sidelined Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley for the Cavs. The Heat came up short against the Philadelphia 76ers on Monday, 98-91. Bam Adebayo finished with 20 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists, while Terry Rozier added 20 points. With the loss, Miami fell to number 8 in the Eastern Conference, with 14 games remaining. Caris LeVert led the way in Cleveland's 108-103 win against the Indiana Pacers on Monday, posting 23 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds. Jarrett Allen tallied 23 points and 9 rebounds. Wednesday is the third of 4 Heat Cavs games this season. Game 1 was a blowout, as the Heat won 129-96 in Cleveland. Kyle Lowry, now a member of the Sixers, led Miami with a season-high 28 points. The Heat's next top 4 scorers came off the bench, as Jamie Jaquez Jr., 22 points, Josh Richardson, 14, Orlando Robinson, 14, and Caleb Martin, 14, all stepped up. Adebayo was out with an injury while Butler was held to 10 points, 3 of 12 from the field. Not much went right for the Cavs, who were without Mitchell due to injury during the 33-point loss. Their leading scorer was Craig Porter, 16 points, an undrafted rookie from Wichita State. Porter is on a 2-way contract and has played just 17 minutes combined over his last 3 games. In Game 2, a healthy Mitchell led the Cavs to a 111-99 win in Miami. The star shooting guard had 27 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists. Darius Garland added 18 points. Lowry and Richardson led Miami with 17 points each. Duncan Robinson played his worst game of the season. In 23 minutes, the Heat swingman posted a -25+-, shot 0 of 7 from the field and finished with 6 turnovers. Without arguably their 2 best players, Mitchell, Mobley, the Cavs will lean heavily on Garland and Allen. Garland is the catalyst of the Cleveland offense. The starting point guard is averaging 18.7 points and 6.3 assists while shooting 45.4% and 37.6% from 3. The 2022 All-Star has struggled recently, scoring 13 and 12 points in his last 2 games while shooting a combined 2 of 15 from the arc. Allen is the defensive anchor. An All-Star in 2022, the 25-year-old center boasts a 108.8 defensive rating, 4th in NBA. On the offensive end, Allen averages 16.2 points and 10.6 rebounds, 9th, while shooting 62.6%, 6th. Jarrett Allen vs. Bam Adebayo. This battle of all-star big men will be fun to watch, as both Allen and Adebayo assert themselves on both ends of the court. This is the first time they will face off this season, as Adebayo missed the previous 2 games with injuries. Adebayo is averaging 19.9 points, 10.6 rebounds, 10th, and 4.0 assists while shooting 51.7%. The 26-year-old has channeled his inner Steph Curry recently, draining his last 5 three-pointers. Allen's defensive prowess is more rim-centric, so Adebayo may be able to use his elite quickness and developing outside shot to his advantage. Build the promised park at the Miami Heat Arena. We've waited long enough. Nearly 3 decades ago, Miami was promised a new, world-class waterfront park behind the Miami Heat Arena, a vast green space for residents to gather and enjoy the city's natural beauty. This promise, made as part of a deal to secure prime taxpayer-owned real estate for the Miami Heat's arena, now known as Casilla Center, was not just about a park. It was a pledge of trust between county leaders and its people, a commitment to enhance the quality of life for every resident through accessible green spaces. Today, as the president of the Downtown Neighbors Alliance, DNA, I stand with and for our growing neighborhood in holding on to that promise, a promise that, to this day, remains unfulfilled. The saga of Dan Paul Plaza, as we know it, serves as a poignant reminder of a systemic problem plaguing Miami, the chronic failure to fulfill civic commitments. Chronicled in the Miami Herald's Pulitzer Prize-winning Broken Promises series, the story of Dan Paul Plaza is not an isolated incident but a symptom of a larger, more troubling pattern. From the unrealized economic revival of historic neighborhoods to the construction delays of critical infrastructure, these broken promises erode trust, fuel cynicism, and deter community engagement. Recent efforts to finally realize the park's potential have been met with cautious optimism. Heat's Jimmy Butler upgraded as part of long injury report versus Cavs. Before the Miami Heat end their current 4-game road trip against the Cleveland Cavaliers Wednesday night, they have released a lengthy injury report filled with crucial players to the success of the team. Among the players included are stars Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Herro, Kevin Love, and Nikola Jovic. Starting with the Heat's featured star in Butler, he missed the last 2 games with a right foot contusion, but has been upgraded to questionable according to the team's X, formerly known as Twitter, for the seminal contest against the Cavaliers. While this is technically an upgrade, he has been questionable before the last 2 games as well when he was eventually inactive. Before last Sunday's win against the Detroit Pistons, Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra spoke about Butler's injury and how they will treat it going forward. According to him, he said they will look at Butler as day-to-day, as the 34-year-old has been averaging 21.4 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 4.8 assists per game while shooting 50% from the field. "We'll treat him day-to-day," Spoelstra said of Butler. "His body will let us know." Duncan Robinson has been in the news as of late, where in Sunday's Heat win over the Pistons, he became the fastest player in NBA history to reach 1,000 made three-pointers. He would score 30 points in that game, but in the contest the next day against the Philadelphia 76ers, he scored 3 points and left in the third quarter due to back discomfort. He will be out for Wednesday against Cleveland per the team with a back injury and has returned to Miami to see a back specialist. It was revealed after Monday's loss that he had been dealing with a nagging back problem, with even Spoelstra saying before the game he had a hard time moving, but wanted to push through for his teammates. Nikola Jovic has also been upgraded to questionable with a right hamstring strain and, like Butler, has missed the last 2 games. He has been a mainstay in the starting lineup, slotting in as the Heat's power forward, rounding out the front court with Bam Adebayo. Once again, the Heat announced that Tyler Herro and Kevin Love will be out, as each will miss their 13th and 11th game straight respectively. Herro is set to miss a week or 2 more with right foot medial tendinitis, while Love is still dealing with a right heel bruise. Miami is desperately hoping that they can get back to being fully healthy soon, as there are 14 games left in the regular season, as there is little to no room for error. The Heat are 37-31 on the season, which puts them 8th in the Eastern Conference. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Miami? Leave your opinion in the comments.